Welcome to the Lotus Student Mentor channel. In this session, we are going to learn sentiment analysis. In sentiment analysis, suppose the input text. The input text is, the movie was absolutely fantastic. The movie was absolutely fantastic and I loved it. This was the input text. In sentiment analysis, we follow, there are various phases. Number one, text pre-processing. In the text pre-processing, what we are going to do, first we will do tokenization, next normalization, and finally removing the punctuation and stop words. Tokenization. In the tokenization, the sentence will be tokenized, word by word divided. That is what the movie was absolutely, like that will be tokenized. Next, normalization. The meaning of normalization here, complete sentence will be constructed to lowercase letter. Capital letter D becomes a small. Similarly, movie was absolutely fantastic. I becomes small, loved it. And the third one is removing the punctuation and the stop words. Removing the punctuation and stop words. Removing the punctuation and stop words. In the third, the second one is here normalization. In the normalization, the sentence will be constructed to what? Lowercase letter. In this removing the punctuation stop words, what will happen? What are the stop words are here? The, was, and, I, it. We remove those words, and after doing that pre-processing, finally in the text pre-processing, the sentence becomes movie absolutely fantastic and loved. How many tokens are there after pre-processing? There are 4 tokens are there. That was the first phase. In the second phase, we are going to give lexicon creation. Lexicon creation. In that lexicon creation, we are going to assume the lexicons. That means we give some values. Movie, give it to 0 because it is not a sentiment, it is not emotional connected. And absolutely also not emotionally connected, we are going to give 0 value. Fantastic, it is the positive sentiment, we are going to give +1. Loved, this word also positive. Then third one is the word scoring. Word scorings. In word scoring, what is there? Movie, same to lexicon creation, but here, the movie here, same thing. It is both are more or less after lexicon creation, the output of lexicon creation and the word scoring both are same. Movie is 0, absolutely related is 0, fantastic is connected to +1, and loved gives to +1. What is here? The aggregation scores. The aggregation scores are, the fourth phase is the aggregation score. In aggregation score, the sum of all these sentiment scores, that is the total sentiment score, that equal to 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1, that equal to 2 plus 2. Now the sentiment, the fifth step is sentiment classification. In sentiment classification, we use thresholds. In thresholds, the positive score, that is greater than 0. Neutral score equal to 0. Negative score is less than 0. Our score is +2. It is the greater than 0. So now, since our score is +2, the sentiment is classified as positive. Classified as positive. Again, let us summarize what we have done. The input text was, the movie was absolutely fantastic and I loved it. In pre-processed tokens, what we have done? Normalization. After that normalization, we have to use the stop words, remove the stop words. Then the words becomes movie, absolutely fantastic and loved. And we have assigned to scores, that is called lexicon scoring and word scoring. We are going to give the positive terms as positive +1, for negative terms -1, and neutral terms we are going to assign as a 0. Then we'll sum it. Summation, we'll do summing. Then if it is a positive value, then the sentiment of that sentence is positive. If it is less than 0, it is negative. Now we are going to give few more 2-3 examples so that we can understand better of this sentiment analysis. Suppose after removing pre-processing the tokens, after doing the first pre-processing, the words are love, loved, horrible. Suppose I love my mother horribly or very horrible. In that I love my mother very horrible, the sentence is like that. I love my mother very horrible. Now what are the stopping words are? The stopping words are I, my, very, very. These are the stopping words. The unique words are love, mother, horrible. Now if you give the score, the score is for this +1, and the mother is neutral 0. For a horrible it is -1. What is our sentiment score? The summation of all these three, that becomes 0. So if based on the sentiment classification, it is related to neutral score equal to 0, that is called neutral. If it is greater than 0, positive, less than 0, negative. Now our sentiment score is 0, it comes under the sentiment is classified for our sentence is neutral. Okay. Next, one more sentence. In one sentence, very simple. In sentiment analysis, very easy. In short form we can do without any steps also directly if we understand the concept. The second sentence is that related to negative sentiment. I love my mother horribly and terribly. Horrible and terrible. Now what are the, after using words here, what are the unique words are? Love, mother, horrible and terrible. This horrible is love is 1, sentiment +1, mother is 0, horrible is -1, terrible is -1. What is the sum of these three, all the scores? -1. Now what is that? Negative less than 0 is negative. So the sentiment is classified for this sentence as negative. In this session we explained in detailed explanation of how to calculate the sentiment analysis of a sentence through an example, and learned about the neutral sentiment, positive sentiment and negative sentiment. I hope you understood the concept of sentiment analysis. Thank you.